Okay, let's dive right into it. So is it the RID or is it CASLI? What are we really talking about? So in June of 2016, RID established the Center of the Assessment of Sign Language Interpretation. That's what CASLI is. So RID created this LLC to then run this national certification. So it's under the RID, okay? So the process of becoming certified, whether you're deaf or hearing, is you need to register for CASLI as well as RID. And to do that, you might want to write this down. That's on casli.app. You need to register, and on rid.org. Now, you do not need to pay for the dues. You just get an account number. Okay, I just did this to make sure, and it's true. You don't need to pay. It's free, right? You have to register for casli.app and RID. Okay, both of those. Then you apply for the written. So the CASLI Generalist Knowledge Exam, the acronym is CGKE. So you apply for the written, right? And that's a computer exam. We'll go into that later. You have to pass that along with the case studies, the ethics, the gap test. Then you have to submit proof of that you met the education requirement to RID, which is that bachelor's, or you don't have to have your bachelor's, you can have an equivalent education. Okay, so that's great to know. So you don't have to have your bachelor's, you can have an equivalent education. We'll get into that. Then apply for the generalist performance exam. So you do have to pass the knowledge before you're able to take the performance, whether you're deaf or hearing. And for me, or those of you who have taken one of you had said that you had taken the written already, the old one. That's okay. You don't have to retake the written knowledge exam, but you do have to take this gap test with your performance exam. Okay. And that then becomes a 3.5-hour exam. So if you're like me and you're going to be taking the performance exam, you're going to be taking the case studies. There's 8 of them with your performance exam. And that's going to be a 3.5-hour test day. Okay. So you just need to know that. Okay. Then once you pass, then you become nationally certified through the RID. So it's through the RID that you are then nationally certified. It's not through CASLI. Okay. They're just the LLC that RID created. So once you're nationally certified, you have it's still called the National Interpreter Certification through RID. Okay. I just want to make sure that was clear.